Welcome to Rock Talk Lapidary, your podcast for everything rocks.
Coming to you every Thursday 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and tap that bell. Let's get rockin'.
And welcome to Rock Talk Lapidary, your place for everything rocks. We bring you some of Lapidary's most influential and creative people, just like you and me. I'm Kersten, Safford, your host, and before I bring on my amazing co-hosts, let me tell you how to enter our giveaways. So if you signed into the show from a YouTube or Instagram link, you will need to sign into YouTube so that you can drop a comment while we're live and then stick around to the end of the show to see if you're the big winner. We will be showing what this week's giveaway is momentarily. Right now, if you could go out and hit that thumbs up button and share this to one other person you know who loves rocks, that would be awesome. We meet here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And let's introduce the co-hosts. So let's start with Courtney. Welcome in, Courtney.
Hi. Hi, everybody. I am Courtney King with CNS Services Cabs and Stones. I cut cabs, I cut slabs, I sell it all, I lick rocks, I do all kinds of fun stuff. You can find me on the Facebook page, on the website, wherever. I'm all over the place. Happy to be here. I'm not feeling real well tonight, so if I disappear, sorry. I love you guys. I wanted to at least show up, but I probably won't make it through the whole show. But I am excited to meet Matt and see what he's got going on.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good show. I'm sorry you're not feeling so hot.
Thank you.
Yeah. But you did bring out... Well, I forgot what I was going to say now. Okay, so let's bring somebody else on. Oh, Ryan, welcome in.
Hi, Ryan.
Sound.
How's it going, guys? Sorry, I was writing down names for the giveaway. I am Ryan with Glacier Bros. Me and my little brother Andrew, we do live sales on Facebook 4 or 5 nights a week, just depending on the week. Other than that, I am excited to hear from Matt and find out he has amazing material. I've gotten material from him before.
You were initially the one that reached out to him to be a guest on the podcast, so that's pretty cool.
I'm really
glad
excited.
we were able to work that out.
Yeah, it took a couple times, but we got him. He's here.
Yeah. So. All right. Let's invite Dave on.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you tonight.
Hey, Dave.
I'm Dave.
Hey, Dave.
I'm Rock Tumblers for Autism, and unlike Courtney, I do not lick rocks.
I do.
I cab them. I slab them. I do all kinds of stuff. We sell them. I make pop sockets. Honestly, I'm going to brag, I make amazing pop sockets.
He really does.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
They really come out nice, and I'm proud of those. And so we are Rock Tumblers for Autism on Facebook, and we raise funds to give rock tumblers to kids who have autism.
Nice.
Awesome. How many rock tumblers have you given away up to date?
We just did our 30th rock tumbler.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And,
That's
and
great.
we don't do any of the low quality stuff. These are lower tone rock tumblers that come in a kit with the grit and the whole 9 yards.
Wow, what a deal.
Awesome.
All right, let's hear from Matt.
Hola.
Welcome in, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Thank you. Congrats, Dave. That's awesome.
Thank you.
One heck of an accomplishment. I mean,
We wanted to give away 1,000, but just nobody giving us that much money yet.
to hand out 30.
Yeah.
Hint.
You'll get
Yeah.
there.
That's crazy. Crazy. Good work, for sure.
Thank you.
So I'm Matt. I own Redbeard's Rocks and Gems. I do some cabbing, a whole lot of cabbing. Not nearly as much as the queen of cabbing, Courtney, but I'm working on it. So I do some fiddling around right now.
You do real good at that fiddling around, sir.
Thank you.
You're going to be the king of cabs real soon.
Thank you.
You got good teachers.
And honestly, Matt, you make awesome cabs.
Yeah, you do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love the one that I got from him.
Yeah, I thought you would appreciate that.
Yeah. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah.
That was fun to work. No dops, no sticks on that. I can
Right.
tell you, I should probably get my dops back out because I've got a couple clients that are waiting for some smaller stuff. And I mean, we talked about it last week. I'm kind of organic. I just want to grab a stone and kind of run with it.
Right.
Ooh, there's a beautiful piece of Larimore. I think I know
Yeah.
that piece. That has
Yeah, that is right from Matt. That's one of my favorite pieces ever.
Nice.
Did you
Nice.
lick that one?
I don't
I
like-
did.
Yeah, I don't lick rocks. I'm not against licking
Y'all are
rocks.
so missing out. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I just don't do it. Not that I'm against it, but okay.
I get my
Okay,
vitamins-
Redbeard.
So much personality.
Right? I get my vitamins and minerals out of a bottle.
Straight from the source. That's where I
Straight
get
from the
mine.
Yeah, right?
Welcome in, Brad.
Hi guys,
Brad.
Hey, Brad.
I'm Brad with JBB Rocks. We sell just about anything you can imagine. I'm a sphere maker. That's probably the thing I like to do most of anything. We do live sales on Sunday through our Facebook page. That's just JBB Rocks and Metal Art. Come and join us. I'm glad to be here tonight. Matt's a good guy. I'm excited to see. I hear rumor he's finding some new seams this year and got some pretty cool stuff coming. So we're going to see what Matt's going to tell us.
Awesome, awesome. So you just reminded me of what I was going to say when Courtney was talking. And that is all the links to all of our businesses and social media are available in the YouTube drop-down video description. I cannot talk tonight. Okay. I'm sorry. So guys, what's new this week? What's new this week with you guys?
It's Mother's Day coming up.
Oh
this
yes,
weekend.
Mother's Day Sunday.
Yeah. Going to get up Sunday morning. Jeff and I are going to take the wives to the beach, and then the casino over here is having a Mother's Day prime rib special, and we're going to go out and have lunch with them.
Ooh,
Nice.
that sounds
Nice.
fantastic.
I get to go meet my very first grandbaby on Saturday.
Oh wow!
Wow,
that's
that's
awesome.
big.
Excited for that. Steve's daughter had a little girl mid-April, so
It's
I
awesome.
figured we'd give her a few weeks to get home and get settled, and it's her first baby. So
What a blessing.
yeah. So
Wow,
we're gonna
that's
meet
so
her.
exciting.
Oh yeah, we're excited about that.
You know, it's finally warm where I am for the last couple days, so I've been doing yard work like crazy. Because up here we're covered in ice and snow for months and months and months. So you got to do the work when you finally can. You got to get the work done.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I had a saw go down this week, so I've been working on that. Other than that, just slabbing on the other saws and selling stones, having fun.
Very cool.
Nice.
Very cool.
If you got the stones for it,
Always, always.
That dude's got piles.
I'm telling you,
So
I only have piles because I can't let them go when I cut them.
Right.
That's an issue you're going to have to work out, Dave.
It's what my
Says
wife
the
said.
says the guy with piles of stones in the background.
Yeah.
Right.
nice, nice. So
I
I
have
have.
I have been cabbing some grape agate, right?
Oh,
Crazy as it is.
It's fun to cat.
A lot of people say it's a sin, but it is beautiful stuff.
I don't
Cat.
think it's a sin. I'm gonna need one of them.
Yeah, I don't have a problem cabbing it at all.
I love it.
It's a rock, therefore cab it.
I don't think there's
Oh,
anything
yeah.
I won't
Good
cab. I'm
answer.
like Courtney. It was meant to be cabbed.
Yeah.
Courtney,
Yeah.
some grape agate
So-
plugs that shock people.
Matt, underneath the botryoidal agate, does it show like the little bubbles, or like,
It
or is it
does.
just purple,
Yeah.
solid?
Yep. It does.
Nice.
Circle. It should be. You should have a couple circles in each one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
A little bit of different tones, you know. It kind of makes it. I had a client. He was so I do a lot of industrial work as well. You know, a lot of concrete work, some power plant work, that sort of thing. So this big shot comes in and he's like, "Hey, I work for a general contractor when I do that," and he's like, "Hey, Bart tells me that you do rocks. You like buy and sell rocks," and I said, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "My daughter, they're out of Texas, Houston. My daughter has been looking for some grape agate," and I was like, "I got you, man."
The way stuff works out, dude. I swear.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was like, how big of a piece do you want? Right? There's a couple 10-pound pieces back here. So,
Brad's showing you right now. He's showing you what he needs.
3.5 by 3.5. Let's make a sphere.
There you go.
that would be
Right?
awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh, Frank Brown, what's up, my dude?
Now, Brad, remember what I told you, man. You just got to take those and go somewhere else.
You know, I got to take them wherever I can, Dave.
Oh my goodness. Rudy Rude. Are you Rudy Rude right now?
Yeah, play with your ball somewhere else, Brad.
out in the rock shop.
I just got a kick out of him telling me he almost spit his dinner across the table.
So it was good. It was.
That was a good short. Yeah, we all really enjoyed that one. I posted it to YouTube, so everybody on YouTube thought it was pretty funny too.
Cracked up over that. I'm not a big fan of that kind of comedy, and I just died laughing over that. Yeah, that
All right, Dave, you have something you want to share with us tonight?
I do. And are we going to talk about the new one as well, or just this one for right now? So
that one.
Merchandise. Let's talk merchandise, everybody. So we have these stickers available, and everybody should have at least 10. If you don't have at least 10 of these, you're just not with the program yet. So you can get these. There's a link at the bottom of your screen down there. You scroll through. You'll see you can get the Rock Talk Lapidary stickers at $2 a piece, or you can get 10 for $1.75 each. So buy 10 of them. Buy 20 of them. That would be great. Ooh. Yeah, there you can get a really nice picture of them.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. Aren't those nice? And we have some great news. We have some coffee cups available. Look at those. Personally, I got one of each. My wife gets the black one. That one right there, that's mine. That is mine. And when it gets here, that will be full of coffee every morning for me. And so, what are we selling this for again, Courtney?
They are going to be $27.95 each. Oh, I thought I had some pictures of the black ones on here. I guess not.
Ryan's got it.
Yep, Brian actually has the black one. Hold on, let me get this picture off. They're $27.95 each. You can get them on my website at cabsandstones.com. Kirsten has hers too. Nice.
They're super nice, guys.
They are 15 ounce, so they're not little baby ones. They're 15 ounce campers mugs, so they're ceramic. They
got the handle.
They're nice. They're good, sturdy, really nice mugs. So they're, like I said, they're on my website, $27.95 each. Or if you buy one of each, it's $52 for the pair plus shipping. So for a single, it's $10 to ship. For the pair,
and that price is not bad. Yeah,
that's so worth it. They're good quality mugs, guys. They really are.
Yeah, and like I said, they're 15 ounce, so it's almost 2 regular coffee cups.
Nice.
In one of the mugs, and I mean, you know.
They feel good in your hand. They're the right
really
size.
Cool.
They are the right size. So definitely grab one if you want one.
Interested in that, and there are only 12. So what I did on the website was I put up 2 sets of 2, and then 4 of each color individually. If you want a different configuration, just shoot me a message, shoot me an email, shoot me a message on Facebook, shoot me a message on my website. And I will make sure you get what you want.
Awesome. And then I have one other thing, and that is these are holographic stickers.
I love that.
Nice.
Very limited edition. There is a run of 25. They're going to be numbered. So if you want one, they are $1 more. So they're going to be $3 each. But they are waterproof just like the other ones. So you could put it on your tumblers or your laptops, whatever. Great,
Now we have
great
to get
fun
60
small
ounce
thing to
tumblers.
help us out.
Kelly
All right, so
We can get 16-ounce tumblers. It's
Hey,
a good idea too. We'll see how
Courtney,
the mugs
Kelly
go.
wants one. Kelly wants you to
Yeah,
save her.
Kelly and William
Yeah.
said they both want one.
Oh,
Well,
William.
they know
great.
how to get
Thanks,
one.
Bill.
They know how to get one. Anybody
Hey
that
guys,
wants one,
you know how to
just,
party. I'm telling you.
let me know. Especially you guys
Yep.
that are local, Kelly and Bill. Just shoot me a message. We'll figure it out.
It's a good time
Perfect.
for a cup
Perfect.
of coffee. Hang out.
No
Yeah,
point in
right.
local people, paying for shipping for them. So anyway, I just thought they were really cool and just something, a little different to do other than just stickers. And if they go over really well, I'll get some more.
There you go. So the next thing I want to discuss is the giveaway. So this is the giveaway tonight. It's getting the number 1 out of 25 holographic sticker. It is getting 3 pieces of rough, 2 magnetic hematites, a beautiful cab that Courtney made, an N365 lamp. It's not the best quality, but if you don't have one already, it's a good starter. And then a loop. So this is from Courtney. This is her giveaway this week.
What's that cab, Court?
It's opal.
Pink
Common
opal.
opal. Yep, common pink opal. Yep.
Peruvian.
That's pretty.
I mean, it might be, but I don't know for sure, so I'm not going to say yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
pretty.
It was the very first piece of opal that I ever did anything with. So,
Oh, it is
Yeah.
gorgeous in
Yeah.
person. This photo does not do it justice.
The splatter patterns kind of make me think maybe it is Peruvian. That's a Peruvian thing.
Okay,
I'm not-
well, I think we've all waited long enough. I think we should bring on our dear
bring on
guest.
What about the
Okay.
spotlight? We got to do
Oh.
a spotlight, Kersten.
oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
Brad. Thank you for crack that whip. Crack the whip.
I had a good teacher. You got it.
Courtney,
You
I'll
got
let
it well.
you know their
Okay.
photos and stuff.
I do. Brad, if you want to go ahead and.
Okay,
tell,
guys,
then
our
I will-
spotlight this week is Jaws Jr. He's up there in Oregon, and I tell you what, he has probably got the best polish on obsidian of anybody I've ever seen. I've been trying to pick his ear and so he will tell me how he's doing that, but he won't tell me. He says it's a trade secret. But as you can see from these pictures, I mean, he is just, when it comes to obsidian, he's amazing. And I say obsidian because that's what we got pictures of today, but I have seen pictures of some of his other work, and he does an amazing job. He's a heck of a good guy. Again, this is Jaws Jr.'s work. I know he's up there near you, isn't he, Dave? If I remember
He is.
correctly.
Yep.
You just went out there to Butte collecting some obsidian
That's
with
right.
him, right?
Right. Yeah, and he does
Yeah.
know where the good stuff is.
Even
Oh.
the tumbles have amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta
polish
say,
on.
when he sent me all those pictures, I actually teased him a little bit and says, "Hey, dry them off before you show them to me. Don't try to don't pour water all over them. I mean, they do. They just look like they've been sitting in a tub of water. But that's a complete polish that the guy does. He's amazing.
And somebody's going to get 3 of them with our giveaway that we're going to have.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
on our spotlight, guys, we want to see what all of our guests do. We don't care what the art medium is, if it's paintings, if it's rock, if it's clay work, whatever. Share it with us. You might be our next week's spotlight. Sure, they've got the Rock Talk Lapidary at gmail.com. Send your pictures there. We'll show off everybody's work. We like seeing what everybody does. We enjoy it. We try to learn from all of our guests as well as you guys learning from us. So it's amazing to see the difference in what we get from people.
And send us a story with your pictures.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to add, if you guys are on TikTok, follow Jaws. He is hilarious.
Good. That's all I got for tonight. Like you said, just send those emails, send those pictures, share all your artwork with us, guys. And you never know, you might be the spotlight and we'll get your name out there.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's what it's all about.
Oh, okay. Can I bring Matt on now?
Yeah.
We probably should.
Probably should. Okay,
Hey,
Matt,
who's up
we're bringing
there
you
or
on.
Oh, there I am.
There
Hi,
you are.
Matt.
Welcome
Hey, Matt.
in.
Sorry if I look hammered, probably because I am. I've been up here mining in central Idaho for the last month, so
Pretty
Nice.
warm up there now, Matt.
yeah, but it's been warm, but it's also been snowed on us several times too. So
Oh, gee. Yeah, that's Idaho for you.
yeah, it's been a lot of work.
So let's start with how do we get a hold of you? You're on if people see what they want and they want to get a hold of you. You're on Facebook, right?
Just Facebook. We have a site on Facebook called Cab Creations, but basically I've just been using mostly my Facebook, and the material kind of speaks for itself for the most part. But
Beautiful.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgeous material.
yeah, I've been finding lots of it lately. Matter of fact, I was up there just a few hours ago hammering out a whole bunch that was just like my Facebook profile, but instead of the pink, it has orange.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I love that
it's-
bubblegum pink. That's my favorite so far. But I like the Christmas green and red. Maybe we should show off some photos so people
Yeah.
can
Look
see
at this one.
what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Oh,
See, look,
wow.
did you see that? Matt licks rocks too. You're not alone, Courtney. Matt licks rocks.
She wasn't alone in the first place.
Yay.
I was there the whole time.
Yay.
You got to be careful when you're licking rocks, though, because some of them might have some the
Yeah, right?
leftovers that the deer and elk leave.
Some of the scrumptious stuff,
Look,
right?
My
Yeah, this is
father
one of Matt's
always
cats.
said a little protein never hurt
Thank you,
nobody.
That one
let's
you're
go
showing
through
now,
some
I
of the-
discovered 4.5, 5 years ago.
That's beautiful.
It was
Well, and
really,
I
really
think that's the material I have here. I think that's what you made this one out of, isn't it?
I can't tell.
We can't
But
see the
my-
color.
no,
today.
that's the Emerald Isles Jasper. Is what it looks like.
Sure, beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh my
And
goodness.
what you see is only a very small portion of what I actually
Oh.
found. So
And that
Right.
one's got the orange in it. I'm in
So
love.
I tried to just do a variation of rough and cabs. And
Do you ever find purple? Do you ever find purples?
all the time.
Man,
all the time. I don't
I need-
ever see you
Matt, I
advertising.
need some of that
purples.
purple for real. I need some.
Yeah,
purple.
me too. Heck, I'd be happy just to have any of it. It's so
See, and it's not
beautiful.
fair. I don't think I have to ask Matt what his favorite gemstone is. I normally ask everybody, but it seems like you have.
I like agate more than really anything. There's people who really get into the thunder eggs, which is pretty cool. But then I really like any agatey material. The agatized wood doesn't really do a lot for me though. And it's pretty out in the front of the house in my opinion, but
What is that? There.
Is that rhyolite from Wasilla?
yeah, that's bird's eye
Is that what
rhyolite
that
from the
is?
Madawaska River.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. I want to go up and find some this summer. Ah,
Now
Never
this
seen it in
one,
black and white.
yeah, I haven't either. This one, though, look at this.
oh wow.
The paint
Wow.
brushing in there.
That is amazing
Man.
for me.
My
Look
God.
at that. That is
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
one of the rocks that came off of our claim just up the hill from where I'm sitting actually.
Wow.
Did you keep that one, Matt?
No, actually I sold it to a friend for fairly cheap and I wish I
Oh,
wouldn't have.
dude, I couldn't have. sold
Oh, is that one of those you wish you still had? Yeah.
You could have
That's a
sold it
right
to me for a lot of money. No.
Now that's
find
my
pretty
favorite.
I find pretty stuff all the time, so it's
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. True that.
Even
You're
that.
always
Just base
cutting and
neutral
polishing.
colors, and it is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
I
that
love
one.
this.
Wow.
That's
Those
reminiscent
orbs.
almost of frog skin, huh? It almost looks like that frog skin agate. That
Right?
piece there. It's
yeah, that's where you take the seam and you instead of cutting it like you would paper, you take a blade and you split it down the sides and then you split it down the middle. And that's the druzy caps.
Okay.
Wow.
The
Okay.
Easter
Oh,
eggs.
instead of getting cathedrals, you're getting the cap
Top.
of them, which is
Right.
awesome.
Right.
Yeah, across the top of them, There's me in
There
Alaska.
he is out there digging. That's Alaska. Okay. And then can I assume then that this is this the same, or where is this one taken? This is Christy,
That's
correct? You and
Alaska.
Christy. Okay.
Yeah, that's us up in Alaska, Boulder Creek.
Oh,
Beautiful.
nice.
Matter of fact,
Beautiful.
where that picture's taken at is just down a pretty good mountain that is where the Mary Carey claims are, and the Thunder Egg beds up there are insane.
Okay.
You don't have to try to find. You just have to choose what you want to put in your backpack and hike back down the mountain with.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
So, can you share with us a little bit how you guys got into rock hounding?
Basically, it was all my mom's fault. My mom has been the person that led me on to rock hounding, finding arrowheads in the fields, all that, anything related. And then we would go rock hounding up in Alaska because it was, well, as some of you may know, it's a lot more, what's that word I'm looking for? Exhilarating. It's a lot, you're dumping stress. It's really nice just to be able to dig at times. And when you're not digging, you can walk around and find pretty piece to float on top of the ground. So we've been doing it for quite a few years. But
Nice. Very
talking
cool.
to you while Christy's pulling a rock out of my leg.
Ah,
That sounds like a story.
Yeah. Dang it.
So, when you say central Idaho, Matt, are you talking about up around the Homedale area, or back up toward Pocatello? Pardon?
Chalice, Idaho.
Oh, Chalice. Okay. All right.
Yeah. We're not too much farther, not too far away from Chalice.
Okay. That's
So,
a
how
place
far
I
north
still
are
live
you from me? About 2 hours
From you, it is
in Ogden.
4. It's about 4 hours ish.
Oh,
3.5 4 hours.
wow. Okay.
Well, you figure
All right.
from here to Pocatello is 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and then you got to drive another hour past that just to get to Tremonton, and then from Tremonton you got to go another whatever
Hour to
that
my
is.
house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
Why you
it's a
continue?
day trip. That'd be fun.
2-day trip. That's a long drive. Hey Matt, I saw on your page the other day you're doing like some scheduled pay digs for like.
Yeah, when we can between the shows that we do, pretty much just the shows that we do. We're planning on being up here all summer. We've been here a month already out of Quartzsite. When we left Quartzsite, we came right up here after the show in Salt Lake at the Wasatch show.
Nice.
But,
so what is, for some viewers that might be interested, what does that consist of? A pay
what'd you
dig.
say?
A pay
that-
dig, right? So somebody.
Yeah, just to reach out with me on Messenger. The whole thing about any of that is to me, I got to mine, or I'm making cabs, or I'm slabbing or doing something. So the time I have, much other than that, is only kind of limited. I spend a lot of time walking up in the mountains, finding new spots.
That's awesome.
Well, at
Yeah.
least you got the health, right? I mean, you're doing the walking. The doctor says if you walk, you got to have great health. Well, add rocks to it. What can you talk about?
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell by looking at my face in the phone here that, man, I've gotten a lot of sun, and the wind up in the mountains is eating my lunch. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but Idaho is some of the most beautiful country in the world. I moved back over there about almost 20 years ago from over in the Emmett area. And that whole area from there all the way across, there are so many places to go rock hunting. There's so much beautiful country, and there's just about anything that you could want. It's a move I regret because of so much there compared to Oregon where I'm at now.
Yeah. The thing nice about here is kind of like being in Alaska in a way, because you can't really in this area go east west so much because of the mountains, but you can get in some of these roads that go north south. You got 93 and 95 and so on, but there's only a few 20s in there that you can go east and west. A lot of people don't realize how that is until you start looking at a map and you try to get from this greater area to Boise, because you're most likely going to drive all the way to Arco and then head back over to Boise from there. So there's a lot of areas that a lot of people haven't been, and if they have been, they weren't looking at rocks, because I think I've kind of proved that.
Well, the material you're finding is some of the most phenomenal that I've seen yet. We all have. We've seen material from everywhere, but that seam stuff that you've been digging out, that is just, I don't even know what to call it. It is just that impressive. I had to have a piece of it when you cabbed it.
Every piece is like a little piece of art to me.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you guys, the thing I always liked about seam agate more than anything else is, I've told people lately, is if you think about a Botswana agate, a lot of Botswana agates look like another Botswana agate. And so on. You could say the same thing about Great Lakes agates, and the same thing about Columbia River Basin agates. Well, a seam agate, depending on what was brought up with the hot water coming up through the cracks, being pushed up by magma not that far below, a long time ago, every one of those cracks has something completely different in it. So I could see a seam in the ground right here, and 3 feet over, the seam is completely different than the one that's 3, and so on. That's what's unique about seam agate, is how many different types there are in such a short little area.
Well, and for those who have not put two and two together, kind of explain what seam agate is compared to other types of agate.
Well, seam agate is basically can be formed, I think, in probably 2 or 3 major ways. Is that a very, very long time ago, the earth laid out basalt in big, huge, flat areas. And before it pushed up the hills and it did all that, it had earthquakes and bulging and hot water and magma really close to, the surface. And as the cracks in the ground would come on, form, it would bring lots of minerals in those cracks, and it was basically do the same thing, ferment it like wine does. It ferment into gorgeous agate. But like any agate, you got to have silica in there.
Mm-hmm. So, and most of, go ahead. I was just going to say, most of it I've ever seen, it forms in very thin layers. It's not big, thick. Most of it is more narrow for the most part. And so is that because of the fractures themselves then that it forms in is what dictates that? Yes. Okay.
Some of the fractures, when it fractures, it only opens up so much, and that's all it's ever gonna do. Some of the fractures, like I've a spot up here in the mountains that if I wanted the stuff, which is not the prettiest on the planet, but every earthquake, after time and time, it would open up a little bit more and a little bit more, and all it would do is make that seam bigger. And that seam sitting up there in huge stacks of it has all these layered colors. That's all it is. It looks just like Fordite, and it's probably 9 inches, 14 inches thick.
I want to do that.
I just stacked it up. Now, the thing that was cool is the seam, when it opened up in a really big earthquake, the seam that was stuck on the back side of it was absolutely mind-boggling. But that's the whole thing about seam agate.
So it generally grows up and down, right? Like this is how it's formed, or is it formed sideways? So when you're out there looking, you're looking for these like rows, correct?
It can be both. It is. Christy and I both found themes that were horizontal and vertical. Most of them are vertical.
Wow.
And
I
then the
didn't
other
know
thing
that.
about it is a lot of people don't realize is that it's like cracking basalt from giant earthquakes. Well, that being said, it's not a straight line in any fashion. A seam can go along an edge and be literally as straight as an arrow. I mean straight. And then sometimes they'll wrap around corners and come back in on themselves and do a complete U-turn.
Wow.
Mm.
The ones that I find that are the prettiest are the ones that do like a bowl and they kind of go down in the ground and shape kind of, they arc as they go down in the ground a bit.
So is there a predominant colors that you're finding in your mine area, or is it just super duper random?
Primary colors for the most part, but I mean, I don't know that there's a seam that, I think I've seen, I don't know how many different types of seams with different colors, thicknesses, and sizes. And the other thing about seam too is that you don't always have to cut it the way that you think. Like I was saying, when you're making something out of it, you don't have to cut it like you would paper. You can cut it in several different ways and get a different look out of it, which is even more unique with seam agate.
And that's not true about most other types of agates. I mean, you can to a degree, but the way that this is laid in the layers then makes a difference.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then the only other thing about that is that, you get when the seam agate's growing, if I didn't have to hold my phone, I could kind of show you. As the seam agate's growing, it basically swarming druses on either side. It's getting the same thing up the crack. So each side is doing the same thing the other side is, and it slowly fills in. It has these huge druzy teeth on it. Like when I dug out the sawtooth seam, that was a huge, huge, thick seam with huge teeth on it. I'd never seen such huge teeth. And that was really, really pretty material. But anyhow, it's just a matter of finding the right conditions when you find seam agate. I've gotten pretty good at it, and I keep on getting better at it, and I keep on proving myself right. So I must be doing something right.
Yeah, that is so cool. So how many different seams do you think you've come across in your mine area?
In the areas of just our mines,
Yeah.
somewhere I would be willing to bet. I know it's somewhere between 1,200 and 3,000 if I were to ballpark it.
Oh, wow.
What? Oh my gosh.
And then
That's
if you said
insane.
area-
That's a lot.
It's actually, I'm just kind of guessing. It probably is more than that, honestly.
Well, how big is your mine area, if that's okay for me to ask?
Well, we have Seems Right, which is 600 feet by 1,200 feet. And then we've got Seems Right 2, which is about half of that. And then we got Lone Juniper 1, which is 600 by 1,200 feet. So it's
Oh.
it's
about 11 acres.
yeah,
20.
each one of those two big ones are, I want to say, was 22 acres.
Wow. Wow.
So it sounds like that this is more kind of like if you were panning gold when you hit bedrock, you're trying to clean out the clefts and the shelves. It's kind of the way it sounds like you're doing. You're not really digging a pit. You're cleaning out the crevices that you find.
Yeah.
Okay.
So instead of digging out, like on Lone Juniper, when I dug the giant, the Jolly Green Giant, it was a huge, absolutely gorgeous seam. I mean, it was 5.5 inches thick, I think, at its thickest.
Wow.
And you're pulling out huge behemoth chunks. It was absolutely surreal gorgeous.
I know the piece I got from you was almost as thick as my hand.
Yeah.
As big as my hand. It was big.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
stuff.
the seam I got from him. It was amazing.
I found another seam pretty close to it just the other day that was pretty dang big. I'm going to save it for knife handles, I think, because it's absolutely gorgeous. Huge.
Is it green?
It's kind of like Jolly Green Giant because it's only 20, 30 feet away from where it was, where it's growing, but where it's swarmed. But But yeah, it's the thing about seam agate that I like. The other thing I like too is that the main thing really is that it's so many variations. There is so many variations, and here's the trick: as you have a seam go through the ground, it can change into completely different look within a foot, 3 feet, 5 feet, 3 inches. We were pulling out stuff today that it changed within every 3.5, 4 inches. It was the same seam, a different look.
Wow.
Where the
Well, that's cool. It never gets old that way, right?
Yeah, it was pretty wicked. Chrissy found some today. Like, oh, look at this, and we tracked it down the ground. I started scratching around. Before you know it, I had a crater.
Yeah, see that you finding it separate every time and it can be different. That's where my love of slabbing comes from. Every slab is different.
Exactly.
Every single slab.
Yeah. See, the thing that I've also found too is that I kind of was interesting that it proved in my head how it was being formed. Is I literally have chunks of seam. The one I have that I keep for myself is 6 different seams stuck together on the sides of each other. So it had an earthquake, it made a crack, it made seam, and then the seam stopped. It did it all over again. It had another seam next to that, and so on, 6 times.
Wow.
Completely different seam agates stuck to each other.
And so these are actually a geothermal flow then that is pushing that up. So every time there's an earthquake, that means that there's magma involved somewhere, and it's pushing that up. And so that water and all that silica and that mineral then is being pushed up because of it. So because of the geothermal action.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you say is the rarest color, the rarest, hardest to find color in your seams so far? The pink, the bubblegum pink?
The stuff I've been pulling out lately.
That's why I like it the most, right?
Yeah. The pink and the turquoise are actually 2 colors that when you're looking at all the different agates and all the stuff, and you see a turquoise colored rock like that one that you showed earlier, that's a huge seam. I could have swore when I first walked up to that, it was sticking out of the ground. It looked like, it looks like turquoise coming out of the ground. And I did not know it would be looking like that till I cut these big, huge chunks open.
For giggles, have you ever had a mineral breakdown done of any of the stuff inside of it? Like, do you have a local college you could take it to do a mineral check?
I haven't, but I've been wanting to do that, and I've been meaning to. I just haven't taken the time to do it, but I should.
You might be the guy to blow everybody's mind. You never know.
Right.
I would love to know the mineral content of some of those seams. That is cool science to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
X-ray refraction or something they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Might just have to get on that down the road here pretty soon because
that would be cool.
It would be interesting. I've been wanting to do it. I just been either making tabs or digging in the dirt.
Have to have you back on just to tell all the viewers what happened.
Western Oregon University has the equipment to do that with.
I don't know.
My wife
any university should, but
some of them do.
Yeah,
some of them don't
any of the geology departments.
Yeah. Most of them don't because the expense of the equipment. So what they do, my wife is the chemist for Western Oregon, so they come up and use her equipment.
The other thing I'd like to know is how old some of this stuff is, if it could be dated. I think it'd be really cool to know how long ago all the seam agate that I've been finding in these hills, between what year and how long ago and so on would been.
It all kind of goes hand in hand with the whole college thing.
Yeah.
They would be able to tell you all that stuff.
Yep.
So each of these seams that you're digging out, do you keep them separated? And then how, if somebody wanted to buy, could they just buy a rough, or do they need to buy your cabs, or how does that work?
I usually sell, in the past I've sold rough. I'm trying to get away from selling the rough as much and selling the slabs, and mostly only because people can see what they got for sure then. Because a lot of people, when I sell them material, It's kind of like they write some of those things in places for some people that may not understand certain things type stuff, where it's like, cut it like this. Don't do that with it. Cut it like this direction, you know. So I've given some to some people, and they've actually cut it wrong, all of it. So I was just like,
Oh no.
so anyhow, that being said, I like to lean towards selling slabs. That way, you know what you got. You can see it. But down the road, I'll probably still sell wrap. Do all the same type of thing.
Totally makes
No.
sense. Yep.
Matt, before you go away from selling rough, me and you need to talk, because ever since I've met you, I've had an idea in my head with your sea maggot where I want to take a bunch of your different colors, glue it all together, and make one sphere out of a lot of different pieces.
Sphere? That would be
Right.
awesome.
So
Yeah,
that's
right.
something that me and
talked
you
about
need
that.
to. We need to get that one figured out, Matt. I think that'd be a pretty cool sphere to make a couple of them.
Yeah,
I want to.
I think so too, but it needs to be like a 10-inch sphere.
10-inch.
Yeah.
I want to slab it up, man.
Oh,
We
Yeah,
just
anyhow.
make a couple of nice 5-inch blocks, Matt. We'll start with a couple nice 5-inch blocks.
Yeah, you guys would really like what we. So Christy and I, by the way, went up way out in the mountains, and we went back there. We're top of a hill, and I was looking around. I didn't see a lot. This was a few days ago, and Christy's over there scratching around, and she says, "Oh, look at this!" And she started pulling out these chunks of seam out of between rocks. I was like, "Oh, what?" So we started taking a closer look at the top of this mountain up there, and it actually has some really pretty material on it. I was just like, wow.
Maybe a future claim.
Yeah, maybe a future claim if it's not on the Forest Service land.
We know.
Nice. That's cool.
I have one of those. Go ahead, Kirsten.
I just said nice. That's cool.
Oh, I have one of those wives who do not like rocks. And I'm thinking in the situation you're describing, that might be a good thing because she upstages me at everything anyway. I don't want her finding all of the good stuff when we go out.
Yeah.
You're too competitive, Dave. Too competitive.
It sounds like that you guys have a great thing going, and I know that you're doing the shows and all of that, and the way you talk about it, but you're talking about a hard way to make a living. You're not just going out and just this is
But
hard
the
work.
reason you got to realize there's not just it's not just about the rocks. The people that I meet, such as all of you that I'm looking at on my screen, are my type of people. So, I mean, I go to rock shows. You know, Chrissy gets mad at me because I'm spending more time chatting with people that we all have similarity, stuff in common, and then some. I mean, how many rockhounds that you meet that they're like, oh, I don't like that person. No, I like all of my rockhounds. Everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's just part of the whole thing is you go to shows and I get to meet some of these cutest old guys that have been doing it longer than I've been alive. And I love that.
That happens to me all the time, man. That happens to me all the time.
Yeah. I have quite a few of them that are friends that have been making cabs longer than I've been alive, and I'm like, can I get? I want you to show me, and you just know that they have forgotten more than you're gonna know. But it's like, man, I'll get what I can.
I'll tell you, Matt.
He feels like that everywhere. He's 22. He's just like, I'm 30 your age. That happens a lot of the time.
Matt's a very popular individual. I was at the Wasatch show, and 3 days, I think I got about a 5-minute conversation with him because he was running around talking to everybody in the show wanted to visit with Matt.
Yeah.
That was a good show. I liked it. I think that was the first one I've been to in a while, so it was good to see so many friends.
Well, and Matt, what you were just talking about is exactly, so I'm an ex-trucker turned special education teacher. So when we started doing these rock tumblers for the kids who have autism, That was exactly what you just described, the reason, because they get out and they get to talking to other people who are hunting rocks, and they're doing stuff, and the social skills, and they're getting to know everybody, and it becomes community. And I've literally had parents tell me that a rock tumbler changed their whole lives because of that very thing, exactly what you're talking about.
So you should get with me too, because one of my favorite things, I haven't heard from the lady in a while. I should look her up and see what she's got going on. She came to me looking for tumble material, and I said, I don't really have a lot of that. And I was just kind of blowing her off. And then she started telling me that what she does is, I was like, never mind. How much do you want? And give me your address. I'll ship it to you for free.
Oh, wow.
Because what she does is, she's on the East Coast. She likes to find all these, have people give her pretty leftover materials. She tumbles it, and then she puts them in these pretty little leather or like, I don't know, fancy little pouches for the kids in the children's hospital.
Oh, wow.
But I was
I
like,
need that info too. I need that.
so
info.
I was like, I'll
Yeah.
help you do that. I sent her a couple large flat rate boxes full of chunks for her to tumble. I was like,
Aw, that's
let
so
me
cool.
You should ask her if we can have her info, and if she says yes, please pass that along. I'll fill up a box for her.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Heck, I'll even tumble them.
Yeah, no, I've got boxes of Willamette River agate and calcines here. I'll send her some of that.
Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
by the way, the next show that we're going to be in, if you guys are going to be there, I'll probably see Brad there at least, is the Logan show. It's
Logan? When?
When's the Logan show?
I'll go. It's only half an hour from here. 45
May
minutes.
18th to the 20th.
Yeah. I won't
May.
make it. I didn't get
Next
in. They didn't
weekend.
have room for me this year.
Next weekend. Okay, cool. I'll try to make it. That'll be fun. It's a short drive from here.
Yeah.
And then we'll be in Wyoming.
Yeah, then after that we'll be in Wyoming at
What-
Jim Gray's show at Big Piney. Who's
Okay,
another
Big
one of my
Piney?
favorite rock hound friends. So Jim Gray is pretty awesome man. Him and his wife are really good people.
Yeah.
One of so many.
One of many, that's right.
Now, I just want to clarify, everywhere is a short drive for Kersten. I've ridden with her.
Yeah.
You probably just talked the whole time.
It was the only way we could. No, we sat on.
I'll
we
need
sat on top of
sunflower
that rock-
seeds.
We sat on that rock pile forever, sitting out there chatting. It was a good time.
Well, another
Yeah.
thing is, if you guys, any of you guys ever get down to Quartzsite, just look me up Facebook, give me a message, because like I've told many people, you have problems getting down there, you run out of gas, I don't care what it is. You get hold of me, I'll be more than happy to come help you. But we have a semi-permanent residence now in Quartzsite, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
That is so cool.
Good for
Well,
So,
well,
so
we will
you're
be down
snowbirding?
there. Yeah, winter half of the year, that's where we'll be.
Yo, Andrew,
Awesome.
you went and got a house in Quartzsite for the winter, so you don't got to deal with that. Andrew said yes. Okay. I'm just playing.
Yeah, you're living my dream
That
life.
sounds great.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that to me lately. It's like, you live the best life. I'm like, yeah, except for tell that to my body.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying. It is really hard work. I mean, it's not something you just go out and do lightly. You better be prepared.
yeah.
Sharon's
Yeah,
wanting
we-
to know if you ever go to Oregon to do shows.
We're looking into it. We want to start getting into the shows that lean more towards Utah, Idaho, Oregon, Washington, maybe Colorado, maybe, but
She said
Mostly-
Prineville or Madras.
say what?
Prineville and
Prineville.
Madras.
Sorry, I
Madras.
don't live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Are there rock shows there?
yeah. Are there rock shows? There's rock shows in Pineville.
There are. There's the Prineville Rock Show every year. We have one in Madras. We should be having one at Sisters here pretty quick. There's a lot of them up there throughout. During the prime times, the spring and then the fall.
Yeah. So that I don't forget, because I will. I try to get people to understand that if you get with me and I look at you like I don't know who the heck you are, don't feel bad because I do have memory issues from that car accident that Christy and I were in. August will be 3 years. So that's the only thing I suffer from still is memory stuff. I mean, I just in today, since I woke up, I forgot I had the show probably 10 times. Completely.
Oh, wow.
So it's the memory stuff is still there. It's just I do have bad days and good days, but it is what it is. And don't anybody feel bad if you come up and I know who you even are. You could be my mom and I'd forget some days.
That's okay, Matt, because the ones of us that were around and seen that accident, we're lucky to have you here on the show tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd rather have the memory loss than not be able to get to know you and have you on the show to share tonight.
I'm just happy you're here, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been quite the road to go down, I'll tell you.
The rock hounding community helped us a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So the rock hounding community, when we had the accident, which is a whole thing I could talk about for a lot longer than what we have, is the rock hounding community stood up for Christy and I and had some auctions and made us money because basically that whole accident took literally a huge amount from us. So, I mean, with a double broken neck and my head looked like an egg you drop on the kitchen floor, just for starters, and then all the medical and the hospital bills and all that stuff, you know, now it seems like it's so long ago, but as I was saying, it's just the memory issues. So my biggest thing is I tell people that because I don't want people feeling bad if I might know you and they've been hung out with you and I'm looking at you like, give me 5 minutes, please, because I don't know who you are. I don't remember right now. But there's a positive side to the whole thing because you guys watch movies, you know, here and there. I can watch any movie anytime for the first time. So
that's great, though. That's great.
No, I'm not kidding. I can watch a movie because he's like, no, we've seen this. I'm like, I have never seen this. What are you talking about?
I love
It's
that you
not-
keep your sense of humor about it. It's great.
Right.
Well, you have to. I mean, there's no other direction to go. I mean, if you get negative or irritated or this and that, it just drags you down. So you have to stay positive. At least that's what
low
I'm about.
frequency vibrations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's get a last chance for questions in for Matt before we have to end the show tonight. I'm looking at the comments and I don't really see any new comments. If anybody has questions, drop them real quick. And then Ryan, how many people do we have for the giveaway tonight?
20.
20.
Nice.
I have to
Nice.
hear. You got to ask Matt your question before you give away. You didn't ask him.
Oh, Matt. If you could eradicate any mineral from the face of the planet, what would it be?
If I could what? Eradicate?
Just get rid of it. It don't exist no more.
Any mineral?
Yeah.
Any rock, mineral, any of that.
Leverite?
That would make
I love
rock
it.
hounding so much easier.
Well, you have
I love
you got to
that.
realize that you have to have all of them, otherwise everything wouldn't circle the way that it does.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
I would say like, you know, a lot of people don't like gypsum, but I have gypsum from Alaska that has platinum stuck in it. And the same stuff. I have gypsum that has silver stuck in it. There's little strings of silver chunks all through it. So you know, but the gypsum itself was mildly amusing, but with something else in it, it's kind of cool. So.
And it takes all of
Awesome.
it to make the great place we call Earth.
That's right. And if you got rid of one of them, then That's like taking away one type of fish. It might
No,
actually.
I literally think that Kirsten might have picked the only one that you could take away because it means nothing. It means nothing. She hates moldavite, and it's not a natural mineral. You know what I mean? It's a Tektite. I mean, it's not natural. You could get rid of that for sure. Kirsten,
Nobody
you're a
noticed.
G. That's great.
I am.
I noticed. I put the pieces together, hon. I got your back.
Okay, Matt, you guys pick a number between 1 and 20 for our giveaway tonight.
17.
17. Robert Roberts.
Ooh.
Okay, Robert Roberts, I need you to contact me through rocktalklapidary@gmail.com and get me your mailing address so I can mail this package out to you.
It's a good one.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah.
And guys, those stickers, the numbered ones, they will be collectibles. So make sure that you guys hold on to them. Don't be peeling them. Keep the backs on. You'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see, my friends.
One day they'll be worth millions.
I don't know about that, but
Oh, goodness. If we can't have fun, what's the point? Oh, Matt, I'm so glad you came on with us tonight. It has been such a pleasure. So right now, how we end the show is we give each of the co-hosts a minute to say one last comment. And I'm going to start with Dave tonight.
Goodbye.
I removed him. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself.
Bye, Dave.
Just for that, next time I get to come, I am not bringing sunflower seeds.
Bye, Dave.
she saw the star with Dave. He's just gone. That was fantastic.
Hey, I've been married for 35 years. I'm used to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Matt, it was really, really great to meet you tonight. I've been wanting to talk to you. I bought that cab from you a few months ago, and it's just one I put in my prize collection over here, and nobody gets to see that unless I pull the out of the hidden drawer. And it's a very nice piece, and I love what you do, and just enjoyed having you on the show tonight. Everybody, thank you for coming. Get a chance, come on over on Facebook and come see us at Rock Tumblers for Autism and help us support the kids.
love you, Dave.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Dave.
I'll have to check that out.
Okay, Ryan, you can go next.
Wow. Matt, but for real, I've been waiting to meet you. Like, I haven't been able to meet you face to face. It's fantastic to finally be able to pick your brain and hear about what you guys do. And I love your material. I definitely want to get in touch with you about getting some for myself. But I'm a rough guy, man. I need the rough. My addiction is slabbing. I gotta have the rough.
Yeah.
Are you done begging?
No, I'm not begging. The begging will come after. No, I already got my phone ready. No, no, I'm just kidding.
Me too.
No, but I really hope that you go and get that stuff tested and you come back and we can have you back on the show to tell everybody. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting for sure.
Especially
All
the
right.
stuff I've been finding that looks like turquoise.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Crazy.
Absolutely.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, thanks, Ryan.
Later.
Dip
Thanks,
out.
man.
Okay, Brad, I'll let you go next.
It's nice to talk to you again, Matt. It's been a while since we've been able to chat. I've always loved the material. I really like seeing all the different themes you're digging out when you show them on your Facebook and show them off. You guys are finding some pretty cool stuff. So it was nice to talk to you, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you here before too long again.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have seen what I pulled out today.
You haven't posted it yet, huh? Let's get some pictures.
Let's see it. Pull a piece up. Let's see it.
It's in
Do
back
it.
of the truck.
Oh, man.
Let's get some pictures posted, Matt.
Yeah.
Save it.
I'll do
We'll save
that.
it for next time you're on.
Well, you've seen how I changed my profile, right?
Yeah.
This is the same thing, but orange.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Yeah, I was like,
That's going to be amazing.
yeah, it's pretty. Really
All
pretty.
Okay. See you
Thanks,
guys.
Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
All right, Matt, Sam's, I should specify. I'll let you go next.
I told you this guy's got to be a great guy. His name is Matt, right? I mean, got to be a phenomenal guy. But
I do what I can.
What's that?
I do what I can.
Awesome material, and you're one heck of a lapidary artist, right? I've seen
Thanks.
some of the cabs and phenomenal work. Yeah, I like it for sure. I tried to bid on a couple of your pieces when you had that big auction going on not long ago. I missed out on everything I bid on, so I'll begin with you. I get pretty adventurous. I might wander out your way.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Hike for you or with you.
Yeah, all you gotta do is message me. I tell people all the time, just message me.
I got a daughter that lives in Kansas and a granddaughter, so
Oh,
I might have to wander out that way.
yeah.
Yeah,
Would be a good
appreciate
trip.
you coming on, sharing your stuff with us.
Yeah, you bet.
All right, Matt. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Matt. You and Chrissy have a message for our audience before I let you go here. And then you can hang out in the back room if you want to hang out and chat with us.
Tell them that we do Silver's Mission too.
Can't hear her.
There's Chrissy.
So we were just gonna comment that we dig the material, but we also make jewelry from the material. So Matt does a lot of cabochons. We also do wire wrapping and silversmithing. So we can make finished product for our customers out of the material that we're digging. So that can be available as well through Facebook. That's where we mostly do our postings.
Awesome. We'll definitely have everybody go to the Facebook and check you guys out. Thank you so much for being on with us tonight. Thank
That
you.
was weird. It said Matt Elliott at the bottom, and I went from this to really cute, really fast.
Oh my goodness. You guys are so much fun. Thank you so much for coming on to this show. Love you too. I'm going to put you in the back. Okay?
All right.
All right. A big thank you to everybody watching right now. Thank you so much for coming out, spending some time, getting to know Matt Elliott and his wife, Chrissy. They are such great people, and I'm excited because, you know, we're nearing the end of the season. If you don't remember, we're doing a giant blowout giveaway that last episode. So in 2 weeks, we'll be doing that. And the only way you can enter is to come on while we are live and drop comments. And so the next week is going to be Dave and Jerry from Bryson's Rock Shop here in Ogden. I'm super excited to get a rock shop, like a brick and mortar rock shop owner, to come on and just talk about the experience, what it's been like the last few years. And so they're good people. It's going to be a good, fun show. And don't forget to check the description for all of our links. And thank you. Have a super awesome night. And let's get the outro going. Good night, y'all.
Great show,
Great show, guys. Let's go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. See you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.